welcome back to 2A Wolf. So we're going to the next one. The weather, you know, there was a bad storm that came through, and man, that was crazy. A lot of lightning, a lot of water, a lot of hail. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But anyways, so we'll be going to the next one. You already have something on it?
Yeah.
So, okay, tell us what we got.
We're going to Big Creek Conservation Area. It has over 1,000 acres. It's next to Thousand Hills State Park on the edge of the Forest Lake. And it's an unknown area.
Okay, so this one's not too far from Kirksville, Missouri, for those people that have been following along. And this one's kind of strange because looking at the map, it looks like the conservation area is right next to that state park. Does it say what lake that is?
It's the Thousand Hills State Park.
Thousand Hills State Park. So there's a big lake there. I think it was Forest Lake. I don't really remember.
On the edge of Forest Lake.
On the edge of Forest Lake. So we don't know anything about the state park stuff. We don't do state parks. So we're going to check that out. We're going to try the first spot where you can camp at, which is right near the water edge of that Forest Lake. So we're going to try that one first. So stay tuned and we'll check it out. Okay, so outside of Kirksville, we don't have that far to go, but it turned to gravel, so I'm assuming we got to be getting pretty close. So we'll follow this. The weather is just gorgeous. Beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So, a bit of washboard. So, kind of an interesting sight. So, we'll have to kind of see what happens with this. Oh, big ass power lines. Checked out this site here.
Side A.
Side A. Okay, so we checked out side A, and it's pretty close to the lake. You'll have to go through. It looks like there's a couple of trails that get down there. We're gonna go down and look at site. Does it say what site the other one is?
Side B.
Side B. Figures. So side A, not a bad looking site. It's not real sloped. It's not that bad. There was a guy there. Looks like he was trying to sleep anyway. So. But his phone started ringing, so I don't think he's gonna sleep that much. Anyways, we're gonna go down to site B and check it out and see what it looks like. Okay, so you have to come out to the main road. We call this H, I guess. Right on the border of Kirksville, and then you got to go down about a mile, and we should see Rainbow Drive, Rainbow Trailhead, or something like that. So. It's nice. Kirksville seems like a nice place. Beautiful out here. Looks like a elevated place. Okay, welcome to Big Creek.
Missouri Conservation Department.
In 600 feet, your destination will be on the right.
Oh, that's nice, thank you. Lots of trees, looks nice. Hopefully it's level, wide open, and it does look like it's level and wide open. And there's some trails that go to a fishing pond, and I bet you it must be...
Your destination is on the right.
That one there.
I like this a lot better.
You like this better?
Yeah. Area closed.
Yep. Except for camping. Doesn't seem to be a bad spot. Nice set of trees, nice and green back in there. That must be the trail. The trail looks like it'd be really good. I see a gateway back there. So yeah, kind of nice.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's nice and quiet until a car showing up, but
So, the park right here.
yep,
Maybe.
yep. So yeah, if you want, we can always back in over here if you want. But then that means the sun's gonna come up this way. Hey, so if you guys remember last time we were chasing the sun, right? Because the sun would go down. So we kept trying to think about how to put walls up on the awning. And we did find a 10 by 20 shade cloth. So it's not the color we wanted, but it was the size we wanted. So we didn't want black. The wind, as you can hear, the wind is blowing, but got the flag up, got the solar up. Thank you, Ken. So yeah, so we got shade from the lowering sun. So it's looking pretty good. So since we've been here, there's actually quite a bit of traffic.
Remember, it's hunting season too.
Hunting season did start. It's bows only, but
Or muzzleloader.
well, so archery or muzzleloader is only allowed at this area. The season right now is just bow hunting. And for the vehicles I see come through, they're not bow hunters. There's been a couple of cars, a Suburban. Okay, so the pickup, maybe. But they would have been here a lot earlier in the morning. So, but we got shade. So this is kind of nice. Yeah. All right, we've got a few more things to set up and then maybe we'll scout around. Got our little base camp set up. Got the shade cloth up. We're trying that out for the first time, so got that up. Got the UFO up and the new 2A Wolf flag. Thank you very much. Got that out. But yeah, there's been like 5 vehicles that's come by already, and only one guy stopped. He's got like a German Shepherd, and he put his day pack on and stuff, so it looks like he's gonna let the dog get out and stretch his legs and do some running around, so that's kind of nice. But it is nice here. The wind's blowing. It is warm today. It's in the 80s, I would think. Fall's coming here pretty quick, so we're getting ready for that. At some point, I did see North Dakota's already doing the freeze warning up there, so it's coming. Also got another project I'm working on for the truck, so we'll get that installed. Something that we need. And at some point, depending on the temperature and when it's happening, we're going to do the winter changeover, which includes that insulated tent. If you guys seen that on previous videos from last year, so the insulated tent, and we'll have to set up the diesel heater, do a run on that, make sure that's working. And what is this? Okay. I have no clue what the picnic tables are for. The gate's open. This may be the, okay, so a lot of times these poles, this opening, represents equestrian type of stuff. So that may be the setup for equestrians, or horses anyways. That actually looks pretty nice. I like that over there. So anyways, we're following one of the trails. We're gonna go see, it looks like maybe a quarter mile, maybe a tad more of where the first lake is, the fishing lake is. There is some ponds, but there is a fishing lake down here. So I'm just gonna stay on the main trail and check it out, see if this goes down to the fishing pond. Okay, so I did find the one pond. You know what? It does look like people. Looks like people may fish in here. I'm gonna try to find the other one. So one of the things that we do audit is trash. You know, there's not been a lot. I'm not trying to be too picky, but I'm finding small things of trash, but it is what it is. Couldn't get to that second pond that's on the map. There was no trail going over to it, but it didn't say that was a fishing pond either. So there wasn't a trail going to it. So anyways, not going to that one. This is that equestrian area again. Well, hold the phone. Sign on that gate says shooting range temporary closed for maintenance. This is a shooting range. What? Looks like is that a bat box? Was. This is a shooting range. Hence, that's why there's a hill back there. No kidding. Oh. Now this would have been cool. I don't know if they let you camp out here. And it's kind of weird. It's not indicated on the map. So I'm looking at the map. So we're right here. I don't know if the camera can focus that close, but we're in B as in boy. And it shows the trail goes over to the fishing pond, but there is no mention. There's no mention about a shooting range here. That's really strange. Really strange. If you plan on coming out here to do some shooting, make sure you call ahead of time for the Big Creek area. So you get confirmation that you can shoot here if you're planning on doing that. Okay, well, we just did a little bit of mac and cheese. Probably can't see it because it's too dark. It's over here. It's kind of funny. Got the little marquee light things going on. Beautiful sunset. It's nice. The owls are loud. Yep. And got the UFO light up. Thank you, Ken. This is perfect because then we can play Scrabble out here and have plenty of light. So this is nice. Okay, it's doing some bacon, and I'm also going to do pancakes. I haven't done pancakes in a long time, so bacon and pancakes. I did meet a couple of conservation guys. So they're up here, and they got like these brush mowers, and they're keeping the trails cleared. They do have a marathon or something coming up, so yeah, so it's kind of nice. Gave the guy a hat and told him what we did. He likes the way the rig and stuff was set up, so that's kind of cool. But anyways, yeah, it's kind of nice they're coming out here and getting stuff mowed. That might be a plus on the review. Okay, so we did find out a few things. Met a couple of conservation guys that came out to do you know, the weed eating stuff for the trails. And their power lines, there's 4 power lines. I'll put the picture on here. But we noticed that it's not twigs hanging up in the power lines. It's actually broken strands on the power line. So I told them about it. It's like, that ain't gonna make it through the winter. So somebody really needs to fix it, because if the high winds come, and it's getting windy, high winds will just end up breaking that wire. So the other thing I found out, So I mentioned earlier there's a shooting range down there. It's not really a shooting range. According to him, apparently local law enforcement use that as like a training thing. But the sign doesn't say that. The sign does say that it's in the conservation area. So I'm not really sure about that. If you have any plans to come out and maybe target practice in this area, you better call them ahead of time. Because that may not be like a public use area.
Right.
So it got real windy. We had some new poles that we added to the awning because we had wind issues before, so we did that, and it seemed to help. But since it's staying windy, it was made a little more difficult to put it away. I shouldn't say it made it more difficult. Actually, having the poles on made it easier, because then you held on to the poles as we did.
Right.
So I don't know. All right, so safety and security. I felt safe, but man, this is a popular place. I mean, there's a car in here, what, every 20 minutes?
It's a good place. Don't get me wrong. That's awesome. But if you want to be by yourself, this is not the place to do it.
Right. So, yeah. So they had.
Don't sound like it's such a bad thing.
I don't know. I like the peace and quiet. But anyway, the people were nice. Met some people. So, you know, a guy came out with his dog, another guy came out with his 2 dogs. Somebody came out, and they controlled their dogs, not a problem with that. A lady came out, she was doing some kind of photo shoot for somebody, so they did that. Seen some long distance type hikers come through, you know, they walk through the area. Had a lot of people turning around. Now, it may have been a little busier because there was a wedding just up this road. Rainbow Trailhead Road or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Maybe a road or 2 over.
So there was a wedding close by, so maybe people, when they got done, they wanted to come by and, I don't know, see what was happening, I guess. I don't know. So, but there was people that came and went. And then the conservation guys showed up to, you know, make sure the mowing was all done, so that's really good. Yep. So safety, I really didn't have a problem with the safety and security. Did you feel safe?
I felt safe.
Okay, so we're just going to do a B. They don't have anything extra, so we'll just do a B. Amenities, no amenities. They do have a good trail system apparently, so that's really good.
Well, there is fishing pond. You just didn't have any luck.
Yeah, so there is a fishing pond down there, which you guys saw. I didn't catch anything. I had a couple of hits. I think they were just bluegill. Could have been smaller bass too. I don't know. We'll just go with the B. There's nothing for the kids unless they're outdoorsy. There was a family that showed up with a couple of kids that gave him some stickers since he was here, and I think he said he was from Minnesota, but yeah, he's living here now.
He's living, yeah.
He's living here somewhere now.
In Kirksville.
But it's a great place for the kids. They love the trails and stuff like that, but nothing really extra. So we'll just do with the B with that one. Yeah, the financial stuff, we've just been doing B's for conservation areas. This one seems like it's getting some good attention. So
clean.
It's pretty clean. I found a couple of things down around the fish pond, which I pointed out, and there was like maybe 1 or 2 things here, but
we cleaned up.
Yeah, we picked up a couple things, so it wasn't really that bad. So we'll stay with the B on that one. Environmental impacts, none. I didn't see any sheen on the water. The water looked like it was good quality. It doesn't look like anybody's been dumping a bunch of extra trash. It doesn't look like nobody's pouring out any oil. There's no, you know, real bad ditches or erosion in the road, so we'll just do a B with that as well. So flat B for everything, I guess. So it's a decent site. It wasn't too bad.
It is. It's nice. It's beautiful.
Wasn't too bad. So would you come back?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, that wraps it up. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, make sure you leave them down below. Give us a thumbs up. Share the video. Make sure you like the video. Yeah, share it. Subscribe. There we go. Subscribe to the video. And you can find me on Facebook, 2A Wolf on Facebook. You can leave questions, comments, concerns there as well. And I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for following along on 2A Wolf, and we'll see you next time.